is going on, dudes? How you guys doing? I am TheeRealDuke, and welcome to episode 6 of my Besiege Let's Play series. I hope you dudes are doing alright. I'm doing alright. We are in... You know what? I can't... This is Zone 13. I can't believe this is only episode 6. I feel like... Well, I guess... I don't know. I have a lot of machines and machinations that I'll be showing you guys. And also... this is the last episode where we're going through the zones until they release new zones for us to play through. Basically, what I want to show you guys today is a couple things, and then two devices I've created. So I'm going to walk you guys through these. This is a very simple level through the last 3 zones in the, I guess, I don't know, main story mode. I don't know if you want to call it that or not, but anyway, this is an easy one. We got to kill 80% of all of the sheep, so you will need an all-terrain vehicle. We already have one created, so I'm going to bring that one in, and then we'll take a look around. Okay, so you remember this dude, right? He's got the wheels on. He's got the wheels on, you know, shock absorbers. He steers in the middle. He has a real easy time climbing up things like hills and stuff like that, right? Like we're doing here. Good. And then we'll just turn like this, reverse it, get on up this side, and now we're on top of this hill, right? So we can just, I mean, you know, this isn't too bad. We can just kind of keep cranking around here, crawling back up the hill and killing these sheep. I think there's a faster way to do it, so let's go ahead and take a look there. So the previous design was called the Monster Trucker. This is the Monster Trucker 2. Or that maybe that one was 3 and this one's 4. This one has additional stuff on it, like more wheels, a little bit more bracing, and deadly spikes. So this should make our work a little bit easier for us here. So let's go ahead and get to sheepinating. We just have, you know, we have a wider footprint that we're able to destroy sheep with, and I've lost a wheel, but it's still going. It's still going over there. You get the idea. So you just roll over the sheet. We're here in this is zone 14. We have to see if I can somehow get a good angle on this. I don't believe. Okay, there we go. So we got to go up this ramp. We have to hit this pass-through area. We got to hit this pass-through area, and then we got to land whatever's left of our vehicle here. To pass this level. Now, a couple of things. What's happening is we're under constant fire from these dudes. So one thing we could do is just put a cannon on here, aim up, and shoot that bomb. So let's see if we can make that happen here. I just got a little. This is just there's a steering pin right there, steering column. I have some wheels and some armor on to resist the arrows that are coming from those dudes. And I'm gonna actually outfit this one a little bit better in the front. There we go. So I guess let's just go ahead and clear a spot up here. Finish laying in some armor, and then let's go ahead and grab that cannon. Looks good. Alright. So I'm going to take aim as quickly as I can, try and shoot that bomb and kill those dudes. Hopefully that gets them all. Let's see what happens here. Nailed it. I recommend waiting. You saw that guy just tripped that one. They roll around when they're dying on fire. Just want to make sure you don't hit one of these things. So this is an easy way to do it. And then we just got to kind of, you know, make it up this ramp here. Nailed it. So that's cool. Not too bad. Another way I like to do it, though, is to not have the cannon, because that's kind of like an easy way to do it, right? Not have the cannon, armor up, and just race the dudes shooting at you, and that's a little bit more difficult to do. A little bit more challenging. It's not like... I mean, it's, you know, it's not like this is some kind of... This is the level that makes or breaks the fun in this game, you know what I mean? Like, but, you know, hey... If you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge to get through this, this is a way to do it. You got to kind of hit this ramp just right at the bottom, or you go slipping off one of the edges, and then you get tore up with arrows, Ho! The armor helps a lot, but it makes turning a little bit mushy because it makes you so heavy. Anyway, next zone. The last zone. You have to destroy 60% of everything. Now, with a vehicle like this, you can mow over some dudes. NBD, no big deal, right? This is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Mowing people down is, you know, is always a good time. But that's obviously not gonna cut it. So let's bring in a catapult, and we can, you know, maybe take a chunk out of that castle. All right, so we got my double catapult here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Some dudes catching on fire. Actually, if we can steer into that fire, and then we could catch fire, we could maybe catch more dudes on fire. I don't think this is quite going to do it, though. Let's grab a different thing. All right, so you remember the multi-pult that we made a little while ago? So this is the same one, but with a slight improvement. Spikes! So I'm just gonna run this right up. I'm actually gonna back it up a little bit, let all the dudes kind of concentrate, and then I'm just gonna smash them. Well, let's see how this goes here. Let's see. Backwards. Everybody in a nice tight little thing. Guys dying already. Looking good. They are all cleared out, except for this guy. Come on. Come on, dude. We'll get you. Don't worry, we'll get you. Got him. Oh, man, he didn't even make a noise. All right, so then, well, I'm just gonna roll right up to this thing and just put it right in its frickin' face. Here we go. Right up against. Boom. We're already past halfway of what we need. Kablooey. There it is. Nailed it. Also, if you ever get to a level where you have most of it done, I'm just tapping L here, and it's swinging the springs around, and they are, you can actually get them to do some pretty crazy kinds of things there. Anyway, so that, I mean, that's that. I mean, what else could we do? What else could we do here? Okay. What I've created here is a centrifugal catapult. So what we have is, this is the loader. This drops this down and then falls back, and it clips right onto that. And then we have, basically this arm. The springs are to absorb the shock when it starts to spin, so it doesn't just set the thing off. But I think the coolest part about it is I have a transmission essentially here, which allows me to gradually increase the speed without just kind of like, you know, without just kind of like tapping away at the key. So it's kind of cool. It gets to some pretty ridiculous speeds. There's also a latch right here that holds it in place, and then that tips out of the way. So I'm just gonna run this thing. Let's see how we do here. So we're loaded up. That drops down. Then I hit J to disengage the pin, and now it is free to swing. So I just kind of gradually let on. Right? So I'm I have those 4 wheels keyed to my 4 arrow keys. So I'm holding down the left arrow key, which gets it up to a decent speed. Then I hold the up arrow key, which actually spins a little bit faster. Then I hold the up and the left arrow key. And now we're getting into some good spinning, some good speed here. And then I have the right arrow key that I hold down, and that kicks it into the highest, safest gear that I can get this thing to spin at. And it is moving pretty quickly, so let's see if I can hit V at a good time here. I totally missed, but we sent it sailing. This is the one malfunction or difficulty that I have with this is timing the release. Accurately. See if we can get it. See if we can get a good one here. Decent. not bad. All right, now I have one other thing that I want to show you guys, and yeah, it's hard to just, you know, I'm just gonna show it to you, and then we'll see what we make of it there. I call it America. It is, let's see, let's check out some of the features we have here. We have 2 awesome huge bombs. We have a flamethrower, which is kind of cool. You can clearly see it's a flying machine, so raining death from above is a part of this. And then we have, clearly, we have a mullet on the eagle's head. I'm calling it an eagle. So if you're paying attention to what's going on in the middle here, we have 2 pistons, and they jam upward like pistons do, and then they make the wings flap. So let me give you a little preview here. So check it out. So if I hit O, obviously everything goes up because of all the little flying things, right? But we have this motion. You can see it kind of moving a little bit when I hit that, right? So when we combine them, right, when we have this combined motion, it's a little hard to control. A little hard to control. A little hard to get the hang of because the way, I think it's mostly because of the way I have the hotkeys done. But you can do this kind of thing and drop bombs by doing backflips on the things, which I think is pretty cool. But just the action and the way the wings move as I do a head dive, the action and the way the wings move is just kind of the thing I was trying to imitate. It looks pretty bird-like to me. I don't know. And I am just kind of crashing it here, but it is, you can actually control it. And it's different than some of the other kind of bird-like or wing flapping things, because the wings do some of the work in those, but they don't really, I don't know, they're more kind of like a soaring type of thing. And there is some amount of flapping that I've seen in the before, but flapping the wings here actually materially changes how it actually flies, which is not something I've seen. So I mean, you know, it's just kind of fun when you see it like swoop down and then like that, and then the wings flap and it like rights itself. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see if we can create some destruction here. So that is it for this episode. Thank you, dude, so much for taking a second to check this out. If you have a flying machine with flapping wings, and I mean, you know, wings that actually change how it flies, like I can increase or decrease the speed of how it, you know, of how this moves or the direction that it's going based upon how the wings are and how they're flapped. Like, if you got something like that, please let me know. I would love to take a look at it. If you've seen other ones, point me in that direction because I'd love to take a look too. I'd love to get some more control out of this. I'd love to make a flapping winged thing into a useful flying type weapon of destruction like you build in the game. Anyway, thank you again so much for taking a second to check this out. I hope you found it entertaining or useful. Let's go ahead and hit. Yeah, there we go. Raining death from above. Raining approximate death from above. I hope you at least found it entertaining. I had a good time bringing it to you. Thank you so much again for taking a second to check this out. I will catch you guys next time. That is it for me for this episode. TheeRealDuke, and I'm out.